What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite B2 English speaker here to bring a new topic. So today I'm going to talk about what it's like to change your niche as a YouTuber. Now, I understand for the vast majority of you, you don't give a fuck about that shit. You're here for the language exposure videos. You're here to see me shit on people online, or you're here to learn about my dreaming Spanish journey. You do not care at all about, YouTube. But you know what? I don't fucking care either. I'm here to do what I want to do. And today, this is a topic I want to talk about because it's a topic I've spoken about in private quite a bit. See, since I've started doing my videos, I changed to English and everything. I've made a lot more contacts within the YouTube space, and I've spoken with a lot of YouTubers, okay? And one of the biggest problems for a YouTuber, realistically, is that they get niched in. They get stuck just talking about one specific topic. It's very, very narrow, and they fucking hate themselves. They just want to end themselves. They're like, I'm so fucking over this, man. I just want to move on. But every time I do, my views drop down to like 10% of what it was before, and then I freak the fuck out because my income's based on this, and then I go back to the content I was making before. Like, this is like the YouTuber's worst nightmare, is being boxed in. And the thing is, it's unavoidable. You will be boxed in on one specific topic. Like, if I got up here today, okay, and I just started randomly making videos about, let's pick a random topic, okay, about how to fucking make a fence. You motherfuckers are going to unsubscribe. And that's to be expected. Who fucking cares about me making a fence? Maybe if I do it shirtless, you'll watch. Maybe if I do it shirtless while speaking Chinese, you'll watch. But you're not going to care if I'm just out there, fucking hammering in a fence going, okay, guys, now you got to put the nail through here like this. Don't get tetanus. Like, that's obviously, because I'm boxed in. I talk about languages and language exposures and like dreaming Spanish and all these types of things. So I have a specific niche. But this was not always my niche. In fact, previously, my niche was Esperanto. That's what I made videos on. That's what I made videos in. It was actually very specific, my niche. My niche was me speaking in Esperanto. That's why people followed me, okay? Now, the thing is, as a YouTuber, your biggest problem is that eventually you hit the top of your niche and there's nowhere to go. You've done everything in your niche that you can think of, and then it becomes painful. Like, you just don't want to do it anymore because it's like, I've done this video 20, 30, 40 times before, and all I'm doing is like spinning it around a little bit, changing it slightly. Like, it becomes painful. But as I said, most YouTubers, they don't want to try something new because as soon as they do, views drop, people unsub, and they shit their goddamn pants. So this is a conversation I've had with a lot of YouTubers because I did change niche. And the successful YouTube channels, during their careers, they will change niche many times over, okay? That's the only way you can actually, grow a sizable channel for the long run. Now, to say, oh, so you're just out here to grow a channel? Is that what you're trying to do, Evildea? Well, yeah, of course, I'm trying to grow a channel. Who the fuck doesn't want to grow a channel on YouTube if you're doing videos regularly? If anyone says that they're not trying to grow their channel, and they're making more than one video every couple of every week, okay? If they make more than one video a week and they say they're not trying to grow their channel, they're bullshitting you. They're just fucking lying, okay? Like, I want to grow my channel because then I can make more of an impact. I can do the things that I want to do, make some money, learn languages, get paid to do shit, okay? Like, do the stuff that I like to do. So, obviously, I was niched out in Esperanto. I hit like 11k subs. There was nowhere. Like, for 1 year, I was gaining like a couple and then losing a couple. Gaining a couple, losing a couple. Because that was the size of the YouTube niche and the size of it based on my personality. Because for, I'd say, 50% of Esperanto speakers, I am disgustingly offensive. They hate me in every way possible. I represent everything that's wrong with Esperanto. So yeah, like, that was pretty much it. And I had nowhere else to go. So I changed niche. I move into something else that I love, which is languages, okay? Which is where we end up today. Now, I want to talk about what it's like to actually change niche, because this is fucking terrifying. If you've ever grown a YouTube channel and experienced this yourself, this is what happened, okay? I came back after a large hiatus. Is that the way of saying it? Hiatus? Hiatus? Toyota? It's something like that. Anyway, like, I came back after a very long time of like not making videos for a while because like I was tapped out. There was nothing to talk about anymore. And I started making videos in English. Now, the first few videos, I just got like a shit ton of comments in Esperanto going, when are you going to talk in Esperanto again? Why are you making English videos? Like, that was expected. And I was like, guys, and I was just honest in the comment section. I'm like, guys, I've done enough of that. Like, I've done enough Esperanto videos. I'm cooked. I'm done with it, okay? I want to talk about something else. I want to explore new shit. I want to move on. Whatever happens, that is what it is, okay? Now, obviously, I then got a ton of comments saying, why don't you just open up a new channel and do that there? Because, no, I want to go through the process of growth and moving on, and I like having my backlog. You know, this is my history, and I don't want to manage multiple channels and shit. Like, that's just too much effort. And why? Like, that was me then, this is me now, and who knows what I am in the future, okay? Who knows if you guys will be along for that ride? It's like friends in the real world, okay? So you go out, you make a friend because they are, you know, doing the things that you're interested in at that point in life. You share a lot of, you know, common interests and stuff. Maybe they go then get interested in something else. You don't share that interest and you go your separate ways. That is part of life, okay? It's just, you know, it's just a series of events, of moments, of happiness, and then you go your separate ways. That's basically it. And YouTube's kind of the same thing. So when I did do that transition, you know, away from Esperanto to English, boy, you should have seen the subs, man. It was just cooking. It was just drop. Like, I lost like 1,000 subs like so fast. Like, they just went out the window. They were just deleted like almost overnight type of thing. And you could imagine for someone who'd worked on that channel for like 10 years at that point, that was painful. Okay, just seeing that go, because like I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to lose them, but it was painful watching. And I remember I dropped from like 11K, and if I wasn't gaining at the same time, because I started gaining at the exact same time, just gaining English subs, I probably like would have been losing like a K a month type of thing, like realistically. But it was being offset for like 3 months. The loss rate was just being offset by like gains, and like my channel was not moving. And then like after that, after like I cooked away most of them, it was just like, okay, then it started growing. And like, you know, I started moving into just doing the English videos and talking about languages and doing, you know, the exposures and stuff like that. And then recently I did a poll because I was a little bit curious about, you know, why are people subbed to me? And as you can see on the screen right here, I put out like the main things. I actually forgot to put Chinese on the list here. Actually, I don't think, yeah, I did forget, but also you're limited in the number of options you can put in a YouTube poll. I think it's actually just 4 overall. But anyway, you can see that my Esperanto subscribers makes up roughly 7%. But now some of them may actually be under the everything category, so it may actually be higher than that. And obviously there's going to be people who miss this poll and stuff, but 7% when it used to be 100%. That is fucking crazy. Like how far I have fallen from that space in this time frame. It is insane just seeing that. You know what's even more insane to me is the fact that I now probably have more people who follow me for my Spanish journey than for my Esperanto history. That is insane. Like, shout out to any Esperanto speaker who's still following me. Now, the funny thing is about this, well, it's not really funny. It's interesting, okay? I see my name in social media all the time, especially in the Esperanto space. Because, well, you know, it is what it is. I exist in that world, although I don't really comment in Esperanto forums or anything like that. But I do see my name thrown out all the time. Boy, oh boy, there are some people fucking pissed that I don't make Esperanto content anymore. They talk about my channel has gone to shit and, you know, shitification and all this type of stuff. It's like some people seem more angry than I am. You know, about the fact that, you know, I need to move on type of thing. It's crazy just watching it. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you because, like, if you do plan, like, if you run a YouTube channel one day or are you thinking about it, these are the types of things you got to think about, okay? You will go through this period where you're like, I've reached the pinnacle of this niche and now I need to move on. And by moving on, you're going to either successfully move on or you're just going to crash and fucking burn and everything you worked on for like the last 10 years it's out the window. So realistically, when you make that decision, you got to push your foot to the fucking pedal and just accept it and move on and enjoy the ride and see where it leads. But yeah, anyway, I do have some more videos coming up on the actual investigation sides. In fact, I have one coming up tomorrow. I was planning to work on that today, but I'm still pretty cooked after yesterday's fucking exam. In fact, yesterday's exam was so bad for me, like tiring mentally and stuff, that when I went to bed, I fucking dreamed I was doing the exam again. And the worst part is I woke up this morning and I was laying there in bed and I was thinking over every single question that I answered and literally looking them up, like looking up the answers, because for some reason I got photographic fucking memory for like every question that they asked me in that goddamn exam, maybe because I was so concentrating on it. And I discovered that I made a few mistakes. that did not help. But also, I discovered that I was correct in a few other places. But it's kind of crazy that, like, I literally remember most of the questions, like, right down to the actual words. Like, there is something to be said about, like, stressful, like, focused attention upon something. Like, you remember it, man. Like, I remember those questions. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, that's pretty much today's video. Prepare for some truly glorious exposure videos and stuff coming up this week. I've got a few in the works, and hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you all in the next video. And if you're not there, I will fucking stab you, man. I will stab you with my... Can you stab someone with this? Nah, but you can cut them.